Today I'm going to show you the best possible settings for PUBG Mobile. On the basic tab, enabling aim assist lets the game move the crosshairs for you a little bit, which I personally like, but it is not always helpful because enemies don't always move in the direction the game anticipates, which in those instances it can actually throw you off. Using the release option on these different firing modes gives you more precision when firing, but it also takes a while to get used to it, so I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you're an advanced player. I strongly recommend enabling peek and fire even if you're a new player because this is something you want to get good at eventually, but I wouldn't recommend selecting the hold to lean unless you're an advanced player. I keep all the other settings in this tab on their default, but it is important to note that auto open doors can cause you to accidentally open a door at the wrong time, alerting nearby enemies to your location. In the graphics tab, setting the style to colorful will increase contrast and make it easier to see other players, and selecting a high frame rate will give your reaction time a slight advantage. This makes graphics the least important setting in this tab, so adjust it based on what your phone can handle. Since I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S7, which is becoming an older phone, I keep my graphics on the lowest possible setting, and I keep all the other settings on default. In the controls tab, I recommend clicking the customize button and adjusting your peek and fire buttons to be a little bit closer so you don't have to extend your thumb so far. I also recommend reducing the distance of the sprint button just a little bit and moving all of these buttons here on the right just a little bit closer to each other. Those are my favorite settings, but ultimately you need to find what works best for you. If you want to experiment with something, I recommend first trying it out in a new layout so that you can revert back to your old customized settings if you don't like it. You'll notice in my third layout that I have my shooting buttons at the top of my screen. It's because I bought these cool little trigger things for $3 online from some company in China. I'm still getting the hang of them, but once I figure them out, I think having those 2 extra fingers will be a game changer. So if you want to try them, I put links to where to buy them in the description. I recommend disabling auto pickup because once you know what you're doing, it usually slows you down or crowds up your inventory. I keep all the settings on the other tabs at their default, but after you've been playing for a while, you might want to browse through them to see if you want to adjust anything. Well, that's it guys. This is just a small section of the bigger video that I've been working on called 151 Tips and Tricks for PUBG. The video has been taking me a really long time to do all the research and get all the footage, so I thought I'd give you guys a little sneak peek with this clip. If you are not subscribed and you want to see that video, now is the time. I am new to PUBG, but I plan to come in strong with this upcoming video. My hope is that it will be as epic as the time that I have spent making it. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.